Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to our Institution of Global Professional Free webinar. Thank you all for joining with us in this wonderful afternoon. My lovely audience, today I'm your host. My name is Siyani Sakhtar. I'm from Bangladesh. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. I feel honored to host this webinar. It's my delight to welcome you all to our Institution of Global Professional Free webinar. Thank you all for joining us today in this marvelous afternoon. And it's my humble request to you, all of you, stay with us till the end. And don't forget to tag, share, and mention your friends. So let's together and learn together. Today, our webinar topic is opera in teaching and training methods. We have our speaker, Dr. Raj Narayan Avste. He is from India. He is a senior officer and in charge from Technology and Translation Electronic Corporation of India Limited. Let's welcome our speaker. Hello, sir. Good
Thank you,
afternoon.
Namaskar. I'm very proud and I feel very privileged to be member of this auspicious platform. This is
Yes, sir.
today it will be my third lecture. Really, I have personally, I got a lot of knowledge around more than 1,000 webinars you have conducted. And off the dais, on the dais, in both the way, really I am very proud of IGP. Please go ahead. Anything from my side, I will try to contribute a little bit to this platform. So,
Okay, sir.
can I start my presentation now?
Yes, you can, sir. You can present your presentation.
Okay.
Okay, sir. You can.
Okay. Are you seeing my presentation? It is okay?
Yes, sir. I can
Hello?
see it. Yes, sir. I can see it.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So, my learned viewers and honorable faculties from IGP and many listeners on the desk, off the desk. Today, my topic will be opera in teaching and training methods. As I know, our most of the viewers are from teaching and training systems. Some of them may be students, but today I will be going a very important aspect of teaching and training. Remember, teaching is a different, training is a different. While in teaching, we teach a very raw students, but in training, already my students are well grown up. So today, my topic will be on the same what is opera. It is very important. As our host has introduced me, I am Dr. Rajna Avasti, Senior Officer, Official Language and in charge Technical Translation from Electronics Corporation of India Limited, Hyderabad. So there are five things we must know as a teacher. What is opera? Stages in the process of teaching and learning. These are the very important part of our methods. First stage, O for object. As a teacher, I will go in detail in my respective slides, but for the introduction, I will tell you O for object. As a teacher or as a trainer, we must know what is our object, in what way we are going to teach the children, and what are the aspirations of the children, students, which are going to be fulfilled. Second stage is P for preparation. Preparation is very important in teaching and training methods. If you are not prepared, we cannot deliver properly. In the same way, we must always try to prepare our students also so that they can receive 100%. Third stage, T transmission. Transmission Means whatever we are going to teach, it must be transmitted from one end to another end. Though sometimes there may be some hindrance, but as a teacher, we must introduce ourselves to the class with full preparation and transmission strategy. Fourth stage is also very important, or for reception. As you know, when we are going to take any class, in the end, reception and assimilation is more important. How much a student have understood is not so important, but what are the things he could not understand is very, very important for a teacher. He or she should always try in the classroom that what are the things my students have not recepted and assimilated. So these are the five basic things each and every teacher should know. Again, I will repeat: O for object, P for preparation, T for transmission, R for reception, and last A for assimilation. Now you see object. Object is very, very important. The teacher must be absolutely very clear about this. You see, when we are going to teach anything, suppose we are going to teach about any methods like galaxy or sun. So we must know that what is the level of our students or who are my target audience. That's why a teacher should always have a flexible methods of teaching. Suppose anything a teacher want to teach the student of graduation level or post graduation level, his or her strategy should be different. But if the same thing we are going to teach a very elementary level and primary level student, our method should be different. So their object should be very, very clear. Without proper and perfect of clarity of object, it is impossible, of course, for the ultimate object to be achieved all at once. It means if our object is not clear, we cannot teach 100%. So a teacher must do homework that what is my object, at what time I have to fulfill my object. Suppose anything he is going to teach and our class timing is suppose 1 hour, our object should be different, our method should be different. But if the same thing, our class timing is only 45 minutes, we have to speed up. We have to see how in 45 minutes we can give 100% to our class. This only can be achieved securing a series of objects. For this, a teacher should always have tendency to change his or her object. It can be achieved. There is no doubt it by experience. As you, I know, our most of the teacher audience will be knowing. Then they have to change their methods each and every class at any time. That is their strategy. Now, people have preparation. Preparation is very important for a teacher. If we are not prepared to take the class, we cannot do 100%. Gentlemen, as you know, when we go for any class, we must be prepared well because not only from the our subject point of view, but in between the lines and other peripheral knowledge of the topic also we should know. Irrespective of experience and command over the subject, a teacher should always prepare the topic which he or she is going to teach. That is, whatever you are going to teach, you should do your homework and you should prepare your lesson plan in such a way that whole suppose a class is of 1 hour. So in 1 hour, how much time you will be giving to your delivery of the lecture, how much time you will be giving for your presentation, how much time you are giving for question answer, how much time you are giving feedback from students. So these are the very, very important. In preparation, as you know, I have been the faculty of a Regimental Defense Institute of India. That is my preparation, that is my experience of while teaching to defense people, that a teacher must know always that what are the questions can be asked by my students. If he doesn't know that what the expected questions can be asked from my students, he cannot get 100% from their students. For this, following are the key factors of preparation. How a teacher will prepare. There are different type of methods that only experience will show that how to prepare a class. Remember, class is a class, whether it may be for primary level or it may be for research oriented level or it may be for undergraduate or postgraduate level. So five things are most important for preparation. That like first one is mastery, second thing background knowledge, third thing shifting the matter, considering the class, organize the matter. First thing is the mastery. A teacher should have mastery over the subject. When I was the student in my defense squadrons, it was told by my instructor, my teacher, that a teacher should know each and everything of the subject, but some of the things he should know in such a way that nobody knows better than him or her in the world. So, mastery is very, very important for a teacher. Second thing, background knowledge. A teacher should not only supposed to know only the about the topic which he or she is going to take. He or she should know the background knowledge of the topic. Third one, shifting the matter. A teacher should know how to shift the matter. Shifting of the matter means suppose somebody is taking any class and suddenly we came to know that our students are not able to understand the subject. Then a teacher should always try to shift the matter in order to give 100% and touch the bottom line of psychological aspect of student. Then fourth, consider the class. A class should be considered not in the individually, it should be considered as a whole. It means suppose some of the students are sitting in the front bench, some of the students are in middle and some of them are in the last. Our focus should not be only on few of the students. Our focus should be as on the whole of the class. Complete class is mine, that should be the strategy of a teacher. Then last one, organize the matter. It means when we are going to take the class, we should always organize the matter. Suppose sometimes I came to know while taking the class, oh, this was the very important things which we must have taught, and I could not including my lesson plan. For that purpose, a teacher should always organize the matter on the record and off the record also. That is a very, very important thing in preparation. Now, preparation can be executed in the form of following instructions. There are nearly number of things, nearly 9 things are there, like lecture, lesson, discussion, demonstration, play, film, sweat and test method, coaching, manuals. You see, lecture method is normally given in the beginning of the class. Suppose we are going to take the class of discipline, then what is the discipline? What are the advantage of discipline? These are things to be given in the beginning of the lecture. Same way, suppose we are going to take the class of trigonometry and mathematics and we are going to teach the Pythagoras theorem in geometry. So, a good teacher should always tell what is a triangle, Who was the Pythagoras? What made Pythagoras to invent this theorem? What is the use of Pythagoras theorem in our real life? And what are the advantage of Pythagoras theorem? These all things come in a lecture which a teacher should finish. Suppose our 1 hour lecture is there, and in 100% time, nearly 15 to 20% time should be given on only on the lecture. This is known as warm-up practice in the pedagogy. When we are going to take the class, we must warm up our students. Same way lesson. Lesson is a very organized way. In lesson, what is our main body, what we are going to teach, what are the expected questions to be asked from the student, what are the questions we will ask from student. Here we see both are very important. Whatever questions are being asked by students, it is very important. In the same way, what are the expected questions from teacher side, this is also very important. Then discussion. Discussion should also be done by the class, because with discussion we know many things. Demonstration. Demonstration is one of the major thing in teaching. By demonstration, we can see how the classes are suppose we are going to teach anything like any manual or any machine, then we must demonstrate. We must tell to our students how this works. Play methods. Play methods is basically used for elementary students. Suppose they want to uh, know the power of strength. So by this games and all, we can teach them. Film is also very important. With the help of film, we can teach many things. We can teach motion, emotion, equation of the our teaching methodology. Films are also very important. Sweat and test method is basically used in the defense forces, where we say, suppose we want to teach our student that how to run fast in a jungle. For that, until and unless they don't sweat and test, they cannot come to know how to run fast in the uneven ground. For this, no PPT can work. For this, only sweat and test method will be very important. Coaching. Coaching is one of the methods of instructions, but above all, which I have earlier told, coaching is different. In coaching, who are our students? They know the basic things, not only basic things, sometimes they are very extraordinary in their field. For that purpose, we coach them to for their energy and synergy. As many of the, if some of the our audience will be the game teacher or physical fitness teacher, they know that in the student life and in the management, energy and synergy is very, very important. We have energy in the individual. Until unless we don't have synergy as a team, we cannot do anything. Manuals. By manuals also, teaching can be taught. Suppose any aircraft maintenance is there or anything maintenance is there, and for that, suppose you are having a guidelines, SOP, standard operating procedures. So with the help of manuals, also we can do a very good teaching. So these are the basic things of a preparation, and by this we can prepare our class. Now T for transmission. As we have entered in the class, so there are two ends. In the one end, teacher is there, and in the another end, students are there. At the end of the lesson, a student must be able to know about the manner with which transmission of learning can be effected, following up manner of instruction. Manner comprises firstly of the personal qualities of a teacher, and secondly his or her attitude and relationship with his or her class. Now, here transmission is also very important. Whatever we teach in our class is not so will be so effective if our transmission is not 100%. For this, three things are very important. These are personal qualities, enthusiasm, and voice. It means personal qualities of a teacher will play a very vital role of the transmission. Because whenever a teacher enters in the classroom, student always try to interact emotionally with him or her. So here personal qualities, suppose a teacher is not so cordial with the students will not like to interact with him or her. For personal qualities, it may be your dressing, it may be your talking, it may be your wearing of cloth, anything. It should be very appropriate and professional. Because one thing is there, a student always wants to his teacher like a teacher. No student in the world always when a student sees any teacher, even in the market also, he or she will try to respect him or her as a teacher there itself. For that purpose, we should have a very high grade of personal qualities. We should have a very high grade of etiquettes because teachers are the role model in the society of any country. So, if you do any wrong thing, it will have a great impact on the students' mental level. So, for that purpose, personal qualities are very important. Enthusiasm. Enthusiasm must be there while in teaching. It may be with the humor, it may be with your expressions. Because if class is not lovely and we could not take the whole class in a one direction, it will be difficult for the transmission. Now, voice. Voice should be also very clear. Whenever we are going to take the class, we should see always that our classes, our motives are should be very clear. So these are the basic things. For that purpose, transmission will be most important and effective matter. Again, I will repeat, it may be a personal qualities, it may be enthusiasm, and it may be a voice. Now, for the transmission, delivery of the lesson will be very important. Speaking is an art. Everybody knows, everybody in our audience, they are very good speaker. So from IGP, we learn a lot how to speak, but delivery of the lesson is very important. And it is art. I will add one more thing. It is art and skill also. One can enhance, one can improve, which can be developed and improved upon. No one is born as a professional speaker. Everybody has achieved this professionalism with experience, with development, and with improvement. And this improvement need not be affected through a course of elocution. Remember, there are many things it cannot be taught by any coaching. For that purpose, a teacher must do himself, herself, his or her own level. Here are the few simple practical hints for the improvement of the delivery. What happens when we are going to take the class? Suppose our class is of 1 hour, and if we do not know how to deliver a lesson, what happens? I will tell my practical. I have been the examiner of in my defense training establishment. There, what teacher will do? He will finish whatever he want to speak in the last. He will finish in the first, and sometimes due to the lack of experience, he will not have command over the subject. For that, six things are very important. Speak loudly. When we are speaking in the classroom, from first bench to the last bench, each and every student should be very, very clear. There should not be any barrier in listening, because if students could not listen the teacher's instruction and voice, they cannot fulfill their 100% ambitions. So, for that purpose, speaking should be very clear and loudly. Pause. There must be given pause in between the class, in between your lesson. Then emphasis. Some of the things which must be emphasized, whatever the good things are there. Suppose we are going to teach any, uh, if my some of the my audience will be from technical background, so suppose we are going to teach the grinding machine in mechanical engineering. So that time our emphasis, suppose we are teaching grinding machine, then definitely our emphasis will be on the finishing of the component. So we must teach what is finishing, why is this grinding job in the last life of our components manufacturing process. These are the very important things. Be simple. Here, simple means not in your personal behavior, although we should be very simple, but our teaching style should be very simple. It should not be cumbersome, or it should not have any ambiguity while teaching. Because if teaching is very rough or it's very hard, we cannot give 100% to our class. Then meaningless expressions. Suppose some of the teachers give meaningless expressions in the class, that is also not good. Like, suppose some of the teachers are not habitual, so they give some expressions. So what happened when the class is over? When the class is over, these students repeat the same thing, and class goes in another direction. So there should all the this our expression should not be meaningless. It should always have a meaning. Then mannerism. Mannerism is very important. We must know manner. We must how to call our students, how to speak them, how to sometimes scold them, how to make them right. And we should always be with a good manner. We should always have this power to tell the students that you don't know this thing. At the same time, we must tell to student, okay, you don't know this thing, but it's my duty. I will make you to learn, and I am very sure that you will be the best student ever I have seen in my professional career. If these things are there, then our delivery of the lesson will be very, very important. Now things comes reception. Reception is very, very important, because whatever we have taught, how much they have recepted. For that, the teacher should be very clear about his subject. He may have carefully selected the matter and method of teaching. So, for that purpose, reception, this matter and methods should be selected very clearly. His manner and presentation may be unique. Even then, the learner may not grasp the subject. He is mentally prepared to learn and assimilate the knowledge imparted. What happens sometimes our learner is not assimilated, he has not received anything. But still, if our methods of teaching is very good, he can always see that whatever was knowledge was important by my teacher, it was very useful. It will be very useful for my professional career or for my examination point of view. Definitely, he or she will try to learn and assimilate if our teaching is good. These following points must be taken into account for the best and perfect reception of teaching methodology. So, for teaching methodology, best and perfect reception of teaching. There are also six things are very important. Teach under the best conditions. So whenever we are going to take any class, in the defense background, we have been taught that whenever we are going to take the class of soldiers, we always ask them, everybody had your breakfast? No problem, everybody had a glass of water. So these are the things. If our student will be in tension and he is not in the best conditions, or any uh, light is coming, or any cold waves are coming, he or she cannot understand the subject. So for that purpose, a teacher should always see that for my students, there should not be any problem, physical problem, need for security. Here, security need is also important. Whatever it teaches must be secured, and that is one of the major aspects of reception. Need for affection. You see again, this affection verse comes in PPT again and again. Affection is very important for a teacher. He should have affection towards subject. He should have affection towards student. And each and every student must be affected equally. We should not have affection to only best students. If some students are, I will not say they are poor, suppose they are not able to make an equal pace, then also a teacher should always try for a good reception. Then group structure. A teacher should always have a group structure. Suppose any good students are there, so we should have a vertical mix, some good student, some middle level student, some less middle students. So with that, they can grow equally and they can do best in their professional field. So for that purpose, this equal ability is very important. Here it means equal ability means a teacher should always give the ability and think that my all students are equal. If some teacher says that these are the best students, no. As a teacher, no student is best, no student is poor. For me, all students are equally important and equally brilliant. Sometimes it may happen some students may not score good marks, but no, we should always try to give them ability to know and always give them extra coaching so they can be the ITPAR of other students. Intelligence as a basis. This means that intelligence as a basis means that whenever we are taking the class, we must teach in a very intelligence way. For that, a teacher should be always be very smart. Smart means not in only in the dressing, he for the taking class. A student should never come to know. Sometimes what happens, students ask any question and due to some reason, teacher doesn't know the answer of the question. What happens? We normally say, okay, this is not in your part. You will come to know in the next year. But no, as a good teacher, you should always appreciate the student who asked the question, and with the intelligence, we should tell him, okay, my class is going to be over. I will let you know very soon the answer of this question. We should never deny the student, because once we deny the student of asking question, he or she will never try to take the questions. Now, last things, where the complete this opera finishes assimilation. Assimilation means how much has gone inside the student. At the end of the lesson, the student must be able to know how to assimilate the learning by means of questions and test. Question and tests are very important in any education methodology. In education, following facts helps assimilation, organization of the subject. A subject must be organized in a very good way. What is taught to be in first, what is to be taught to be in the middle, what is to be taught in the last. So these are the very, very important factors. Now, what happens is suppose we are going to teach in a school administration and three teachers are there. Now, first teacher is suppose teaching anything. So three teachers are there, and suppose all the teachers are going to take the class of same technology. For that purpose, we must have we should organize our subject in such a way that all the teachers should go in the same frame, in the same frequency, and in the same current, because students should not come to know that earlier whatever was taught to me, it is not matching what is next. Then step by step learning. Learning is not in a complete process until unless we go step by step. It may be very slowly, it may be somewhat fast, but it must be step by step. The value of different approaches, what are the different approaches of assimilation? This is also very big aspect of teaching process. Then that value also plays very vital role. Value of exploring learning. You see, learning never ends. As a teacher, still I learn a lot from my students, a lot from giving lectures, a lot from listening the lectures from others. Then value of exploring learning is very important and which must be injected into the student. Then curve of retention. Curve of retention is a factor that we should know that there is one curve how we can say that my student can retain up to what position. Then importance of reception, everybody knows. Importance of regularization. Teaching for assimilation, the class should not be once. It should be regularized from both the way, from teacher side also, from student side also. For that purpose, revision is very, very important aspect of our teaching methodology. Avoid the effects of action total. Action total means कि we should never say that our class finishes here. We should always tell to students there are many things are to know after this class. Anything, especially whether it may be science, it may be languages, it may be humanities. No one can say that from this chapter our class is finished and the value of overlearning. Sometimes we say in a very negative way overlearning, but gentlemen, overlearning is very important aspect and it has got a lot of value. Suppose we are going to teach in chemistry, whether it's organic chemistry or inorganic chemistry. Suppose we are going to teach the Boyle's law and Charles law. Then for that purpose, what is temperature, what is the effect of heat, what is element heat, what is all this, what is Fahrenheit, what is Kelvin, what is Reaumur, what is Celsius. These all things should be, we should know, and overlearning never goes in vain. It's a very important. So, as a teacher, we should not confine only to our subject. We should know in between the lines. We should go beyond, and I will say that we should know, we should have, as a teacher, we should have a big horizon of our learning process. Because if we have the big horizon, we can put 100% in our school system. So these are the very, very important things which a teacher should know. And from this, any question, please. I have tried to put my 100% experience in Optra, though there are many things which can be taught further, like object has himself itself has got a very big things to be taught. So these are the basic things which a teacher must know, and I'm very thankful to IGP for giving me this opportunity. And I also very thankful to my learned audience that you have been for your gracious presence. And with this, I also learned a lot that how to take the class and anything from your side. Also, I'm very happy if you ask any question from me. Thank you.
Sir, thank you for your wonderful presentation. Thank you, sir. Uh, Sir, it's time for our quiz competition. After completed our quiz session, we come back again in our question answer session. Okay, sir?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be with you.
Okay, sir. You have to wait for some minutes.
No problem. It
Okay,
will be
sir.
my proud privilege to listen the quiz. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Dear participant, now we'll go our quiz session. To join this session, you have to go www.slido.com. After that, you have to enter the code. The code is IGP2. So please everyone join in our quiz session. After short video, we will start our quiz competition. So let's enjoy our quiz session. Dear participant, now we start our quiz session. To join this session, you have to go slido.com. After that, you have to enter the code. The code is IGP2. We will pick your name from Slido, so join with your full name, which will directly print on certificate. Top 10 will be awarded with quiz completion certificates. Already 26 people join in our session. So please everyone join in our session early. To join this session, you have to go slider.com. After that, you have to enter the code. The code is IGP2. Already 28 people joining our session. Dear participate, we are still waiting for your joining. So please join in our session early. To join this session, you have to go slido.com. After that, you have to enter the code. The code is IGP2. Uh, Now start our quiz session. First question, training methods. First option, psychological training. Second option, execution of practical tasks. And the correct answer is option 1, so psychological training. And 52% people are right. And our top ranker is Jannatul Firdaus. Second option. Second question. Verbal methods. Option 1, demonstration. Second option, conversation. 72% people tell the option 2 and 28% people tell the option 1. And the correct answer is conversation. And again our top ranker is Jannatul Firdaus. Third long question. What type of training involves an activity with intermittent parts of speed? First option front leg, second option flexibility. And the correct answer is option 1 front leg, and 44% people are right. And again our top ranker is Jannatul Firdaus. Fourth now question. Practical methods. Option first option demonstration, second option exercise. And the correct answer is option 2, exercise. Our fifth now question. Does technology not help in developing education and make teaching methods boring? First option true, second option false. And the correct answer is false, and 94% people are right. And again our top ranker is Jannatul Firdaus. Sixth now question. Indirect teaching methods allow students to be active in the decision making or development of the lesson. Option 1 true, second option false. And the correct answer is false, and 47% people are right. Seventh long question. Pivotal response training realize or naturally occurring teaching opportunities. Option 1 true, second option false. And the correct answer is true. And again our top ranker is Jannatul Firdaus. Eight now question. In which city did Aishu and Vaira meet first? First option Delhi, second option Mumbai. And the correct answer is Mumbai, and 31% people are right. Nine now question. Which is not a principle of trading? First option is specificity, second option validity. 72% people tell the option 1 and 28% people tell validity. And the correct answer is validity and 28% people are right. Our last question. Is the art, science or profession of teaching? First option pedagogy, second option teaching, third option what type of training involves an activity with intermittent burst of speed? And the right answer is option 1. Congratulations, Rosalind Pallet. Uh, in our second position, uh, Joel Barnasar, third position, Jannatul Firdaus, fourth position, Janessa C. Somiga, fifth position, Cherry Ali and Fenty. Uh, Congratulations, top 10 quiz competition winner. Uh, Today quiz competition winner, we have all of your name which you entered during joining. We will pick and prepare certificate and will post them on our Facebook official page. Our Facebook official page is Institution of Global Professional. Dear participant, now we'll go our question answer session. Participants are requested to ask their question in our comment box. Please address speaker name after question and answer. We will share certification process. After short video, we will start our question answer session. Let's enjoy the question answer session. Hello, welcome back, sir.
Hello, thank you, namaskar.
Sir, dear participant, if you have any question, you can ask in our comment box. Sir, our first question from Flomi. Good afternoon, sir. What are the factors that affect lesson delivery?
Good afternoon, Flamy. I'm very proud to answer you. What are the factors which affects lesson delivery? In lesson delivery, our preparation and is very important. So whenever we this preparation, assimilation, and conditions, and that one more thing told you that shifting, these are the very important things in lesson delivery. So for whenever we are going to take the class, we should you should well prepared. If we are well prepared, it will also have very good effect in the lesson delivery. And for that thing, we must have lesson plan. What happens? Suppose we are going to take in our education system all over the across the world, we are making lesson plan only up to the middle class level or up to junior college level. But no, as a good teacher, as a professional teacher, we should have lesson plan irrespective of status of our class. Suppose we are going to take the class of undergraduate or postgraduate, there also we should have lesson plan. Then this planning factor is the most important which affect the lesson delivery. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Dear participant, if you have any question, you can ask in our comment box. We are still waiting for your question. So please ask your question early. Dear participant, request to ask your question in our comment box. Sir, there is no more question. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your valuable knowledge and give us your precious time. Thank you so much, sir. Any last word for our participant?
Definitely, I'll try to give my last word. First of all, I'm very thankful to IGP. I have attended almost all the your webinars of the IGP, and I personally I am enriched a lot in my professional fields also, in my emotional field also, and in my personal field also. Please go ahead. Whole, you have set a benchmark in global professional community. If I'm thinking that whatever this IGP is doing is a wonderful job. Most of the things I'd like to share that your energy and synergy is an exemplary way. You people conduct the program in such a professional manner. Really, I am proud to be associated with the IGP. About my this today lecture, I am very happy to deliver my lecture to my learned audience. Please remember that teaching is a very noble job. It's a never-ending job. And if you know that when we are going to take the class as a teacher, we are going to learn many things. If this thing is there, definitely we are going to make a very good citizen, not only of the own country. It's not a country of only India, Bangladesh, or Philippines, anything. We want to make a nation, we want to make the citizen internationally a very high professional citizens. Really, I'm very thankful. Thank you, IGP. Please go ahead. Whole academic community is with you. Namaskar.
Thank you so much for your appreciation. Thank you, sir. I hope participant can learn from your presentation. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Namaskar. Namaskar.
Thank you. Uh, Dear participant, now we will give you our webinar code. So please wait, everyone. Our webinar topic is Opera in Teaching and Training Methods, and the code is IGP0099. The code is IGP0099. Dear participate, our webinar code is IGP0099. Thank you so much, everyone, for your active participation. Stay happy and healthy, and let's together and learn together. Thank you so much.